a very appropriate song.
Yes.
For our last topic of the day. Today marks the week so many New Yorkers have been waiting for, New York Restaurant Week, which is actually longer than a week.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness is right. The event happens twice yearly, and 2025's winter edition runs from today, January 21st, to February 9th.
Yeah, there's more than 500 restaurants offering 2-course lunches and 3-course dinners at $30, $45, and $60. Yep, I mean, it's really a great deal and a great way to try some restaurants that you might not normally you might be priced out of during the rest of the year.
It's a great time for all of us. Joining us to show us what he has on his Restaurant Week menu is Sean Thompson, the executive chef of Porterhouse Bar and Grill, located in Columbus Circle.
Yummy.
Hello, chef.
How are you?
Better for seeing you. I know a certain on-air broadcast journalist who frequents your establishment.
I keep the lights on
I think I do too. I think I do too.
All right. So what do you love so much about Porterhouse?
You know what I love about it is that it has something for everyone.
Absolutely.
Picky eaters, people that are willing to take a chance on something new, and that's what we love about Porterhouse. They're every person.
We try to pride ourselves on being that much more than just a prime steakhouse.
Exactly.
We have a lot of seafood options, a lot of Italian flair, Asian flair. It's just a great restaurant.
Okay. And you're in a great part of town.
Oh yeah,
Columbus
absolutely.
Circle.
With stunning views of Central Park.
My
Yes.
gosh. Okay,
It really
so
is.
what have you brought? I should say, what have you not brought here? You've
I
brought
know, right? Good point.
so many things. And is this specific to Restaurant Week, or is this on the menu all the time?
This actually is specific to Restaurant
Okay.
Week.
Okay.
I'll say this. I always get very excited about Restaurant Week, especially this time of year in New York. The holidays have passed. It's still insanely cold outside, but people have been hibernating long enough, and it's time for everybody to kind of get out. And I think Restaurant Week is that draw that brings people back out. And especially at a restaurant like us that has such a great reputation to have a 2-course lunch menu. It's going to run up until February 9th, like you said, for only $30 with such amazing options.
Wow.
It's quite a steal.
What time are you open for lunch?
We open for lunch at 12 o'clock. 7 days a week.
Okay.
Sorry, 6 days a week.
Okay, 12 o'clock. I was going to say, how many Restaurant Weeks have you taken part in?
Oh gosh.
A lot.
15?
15.
Oh my gosh.
20, something like that?
Do you
It's just a wee child.
I was going to say, we were teenagers. Do you find that Restaurant Week really bolsters business?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Without a doubt, yeah.
Great. I like to know that we're actually doing some stuff for our New York City restaurateurs. All right, I'm going to get out of your way.
What are some of the
Please,
dishes on the menu that you're
show us
offering
what you
during
have.
Restaurant Week?
So this is a portion of what we're serving for Restaurant Week, and a lot of these are actually dishes that we also serve on our a la carte menu on a daily
Great.
basis.
Okay.
So even if you're not there for lunch and you want to come at dinner time, most of these you can get at dinner. So to start with, we have our shrimp cocktail. U8 shrimp, lightly
Delish.
poached in a little bit of court bouillon with vodka cocktail sauce
Wow.
and fresh horseradish.
That's not my mama's shrimp that.
It's not the Costco bought.
Holy moly, that means
Nothing against
business.
it.
Man.
I like it.
And then we have one of my personal favorites right here. This is probably what we sell the most of
Yep.
during lunch and for Restaurant Week. This is our signature steak and frites. We have prime beef, a little bit of French fries, watercress salad, and fresh chimichurri.
That's my kids get.
I like that.
This is what your kids get
No,
right here?
this is what my kids get.
So this right here, pasta bolognese, this is actually a recipe that's been with our restaurant since the very beginning.
Oh, wow.
It's Chef Michael Lamonago's personal family recipe that's been in his family for ages.
Oh, wow.
And I actually brought the pasta here with me, but I also brought the ingredients with me as well, so I can just kind of discuss a little bit of what all goes kind of into it. Just because there's a lot of different bolognese recipes out there. Ours is a little bit different than most of them, and I guess I'll tell you why.
Yes.
So we have fresh Garganelli pasta. We have onion, garlic, Parmesan cheese, tomato paste, celery, carrots, ground beef, ground veal. Now, most recipes, you'll see they have ground pork. We use prosciutto in ours.
Oh, look at that.
Has a little bit more depth and flavor, and you can definitely taste it in the flavor of the sauce. So
Wow.
it's actually not a very difficult sauce to make. You take ground beef, ground veal, ground prosciutto, sweat that down with your onions and garlic and all the rest of your mirepoix. You add white wine, chicken stock, a little bit of milk to it, and just let it simmer for about 2 hours.
Wow.
It
Looks good.
sounds good. It's better when someone else makes it for you.
I would agree. I would agree. I would agree.
And then the last two things, we've got
quick,
cheeseburger.
Yes, we have our prime dry-aged cheeseburger, 10 ounces, American cheese, classic setup there with French fries. And then we have our Faroe Island salmon with farro, dates, butternut squash, and fresh chickpea shoots.
Is that on the lunch menu too?
That is on the lunch menu as well, yes ma'am.
Unbelievable. All right, what are we going to make now?
Oh, we're going to make a Caesar salad. Now,
All right, let's get going.
I will say this is part of our Restaurant Week menu as well. Now, one thing that I can say that I know for a fact is you go to a lot of restaurants and there's not enough attention put on the salad course. Like you see a lot of attention put
It's
into
an
the main course.
afterthought.
It's an afterthought,
Yeah.
and it shouldn't be. You know, you go to all this trouble to get, to make a great dressing, to have fresh greens, and then you just do it too fast. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And the lettuce gets wilted and
Is
everything.
it your
So
favorite salad?
I
at
would
the
say so.
restaurant?
I would
Okay.
say so. For a steakhouse, a classic Caesar salad
Okay.
can never disappoint.
All
All
right.
right, let's get going.
All right, excellent.
Don't
So
wanna run out of
I
time.
have some fresh romaine leaves right here.
Okay.
All right. That
Do
I
you
just
have
chopped
to
up.
use romaine for a Caesar? Is that like the traditional?
That is your classic
Well, it
Caesar
has some
salad.
crunch. It
Yes.
means business.
It means business,
Yeah.
no doubt about it. So I have romaine lettuce here. I have our Caesar dressing. All right. Classic Caesar made with a little anchovies, Dijon mustard, Parmesan cheese, olive
Yummy,
oil.
yummy, yummy.
Now, key note here, a lot of times you'll see people, they'll take a salad and they'll just really fast, they'll whip it with their hands. You go to all this trouble to have this fresh, crisp lettuce. The last thing you want to do is just work it too hard with your hands and all of a sudden all your lettuce starts to wilt.
Yeah, mushy.
Yeah,
no one
exactly.
likes a mushy
All
salad.
right.
So you're just using a spoon, so
Using
ever so
spoon,
delicately.
lightly tossing it with a spoon. Yes,
Oh.
ma'am. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit of cracked pepper.
Okay. Is it a Caesar salad if it doesn't have anchovies?
It is not a Caesar salad if it does
Here,
not have
here.
anchovies.
I would
See,
agree.
I love
Exactly.
anchovies.
I
You
would
have
agree.
to. And even if you don't like the texture of anchovies, the flavor of anchovies is so significant with
Yeah.
the Caesar salad. You have to have it.
I love anchovies.
Cracked pepper,
Pepper,
a little bit of sea salt.
Melvin.
Nice.
All right. I'm gonna toss some garlic
Mm-hmm.
croutons in there.
Those croutons also mean business,
Absolutely. A little bit of Parmesan cheese.
and more of the massaging.
Yes,
Very
ma'am.
nice. He took this very serious. I'm
As
gonna
you
do
should.
that. You know,
Food is a very serious thing to me.
but also salads, because I'm guilty of. I'm home. I'm like "Arr," with a salad.
Correct.
My family loves
And
salad.
I'm gonna tell you, I eat a salad with every single meal. You know,
Yeah.
especially if I'm gonna eat a lot of like a prime steak or something like that. I need to eat something light to start with.
Yes.
I need to eat. I want some fresh
Well,
greens.
while you finish this, we are going to thank you so much. And for more information, you at home on Porterhouse Bar and Grill, go to porterhousenyc.com. And if you would like to see a list of all the restaurants participating in New York City's Restaurant Week, go to nyctourism.com/restaurant week. I mean, lunch
Yes.
is served.
Let's eat.
Holy smokes. Thank you so much, Chef.
you are very welcome.
Chef.
It's a pleasure to be here.
See you in a couple days.
Absolutely.